We're live. Holy shit.
We're live. Hello.
Hey, everybody.
We have overcome technical difficulties, which we don't talk enough on the podcast about the technical difficulties we overcome every week.
Is everyone's sound on?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe?
Yes. No, that is. It is. It is. Listen. All right. This week's technical difficulties, though. This week's technical difficulties are both for a good and a bad reason. Well, first of all, we haven't streamed since fucking Celebration, and unlike everybody who went to Celebration, I got COVID. Except I didn't go to Celebration. I just fucking got COVID thanks to my 3-year-old who brought it home from school. So, I didn't even get it.
You just lived vicariously through everyone who was there way too hard.
Man, I avoided that shit for 2 fucking years and finally got it. So it was very sad. So anyway, I was super fucking sick for a few weeks. So that's why we didn't stream. And then finally, I'm like, yes! I'm ready! Let's fucking stream! My laptop died, which is what we stream off of. So I had to basically get a new one, which I was able to do. Which is why we had technical difficulties this time, because I had to redo everything.
That's also why we're here.
But it works now. Everything's fucking working. We're here. So let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We have not streamed for the entirety of Kenobi, and man, that sucks.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
There's a show.
Oh man.
Oh man, we're gonna have to wait on. Joe, we're gonna get in a car with you tomorrow and have not seen it.
I know. I actually debated not watching it tonight while I'm awake for that reason. But I don't know when you're gonna get to watch it.
You guys.
Like, our next 2 days are gonna so packed. Like, I have no idea.
You're not gonna wake up at the crack of dawn and fucking watch it?
No. I am a sleepy person.
It's
I cannot manage that.
episode.
I think
It is
more
not 90
likely
minutes.
is while we're riding the adrenaline of driving and finally decide to stop, we'll throw it on Nikki's laptop or something.
Yeah.
I will do my best to keep my
I wonder if you can
gifts.
download it onto the laptop. Like,
You
does
can.
Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
Disney
can
Plus
with
lets you
Disney
download
Plus.
stuff.
That's how I watched Moon Knight on the way up to the last wedding we went to. What the fuck, people? Stop getting married. Damn.
A couple of my friends who I do 40K tournaments with are talking about going to one this week, and I was like, can't, I'm going to be at a wedding, and one of them was like, dude, I won the bet.
They were betting reasons you couldn't come, and another wedding was the winning bet?
Another, more specifically, they were like, Steve probably has another wedding to go to this weekend.
But it's the last one
For now.
for now.
For now. Man, you guys are like 3, 4, actually probably about 5 years behind where I was at. So now we're starting to get into second weddings.
I thought I was done with this. I'm old, man. I'm old.
That's what I told Steve. I feel like by the time we get done with this round, it's going to be time for second weddings.
Yeah, but to be fair, now that I have kids, I just avoid going to lots of them now. So you'll have that excuse if you want to use it. But yeah.
Second wedding sounds so much worse than second breakfast.
By the way, bring back Hobbit breakfast, hashtag. That's a whole story for another day. Holy shit. All right. Next week, we're going to just have to talk about everything from Celebration.
Kenobi. Well, we pretty much did, though. Everything from Celebration was announced on day one. It wasn't that much, and we covered it all on our last pod. So,
but we have all the forbidden footage.
Oh, we do. We do have the forbidden footage that we can talk about. That's true. I want you to know that I posted on my Facebook that I had the trailers, and I got messages from people that I ain't heard from in a decade asking me to send them the footage. I got messages from people that I know hate me asking me for the footage. And do you know the power that gives me when people that fucking hate me are requesting me to send them trailers? It was great. It was fucking
Did you
great.
send it to them? Or did you just leave them on red?
I did. I mean, a couple of I left them on red for like 30 minutes in that setting, you know. A couple of them messaged me when I was sleeping because they don't realize I work nights, and like probably were like, "What the fuck?" Because I left them on red for like 8 hours. But I did. I sent it to everyone who requested it. So
Was it anyone I know?
Disney, if you want to send me a cease and desist, oh, absolutely, Steve, absolutely, it was.
Hit me up. Let me know. I want to live vicariously through your pettiness.
I mean, hate might be a strong word, but they don't like me very much. Let's put it that way. So, anyways, Kenobi.
Kenobi. Yeah. My little cousin asked me the other day. He's like, "What are your predictions?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Basically, everything I thought was gonna happen has happened, except for one thing, which is Qui-Gon Force Ghost." So.
Oh,
I
that's
think
coming.
we're getting that at the end of the next episode.
Yeah. We'll get that. Oh, by the way, I heard the runtime is what, like 90 something minutes?
Nope. That's what we thought, and the reason people thought that is because there's that special showing in, I think it's at a theater in Canada, where some of the cast members are there to like be there and do a Q&A after, and the 90 minutes includes the 30-minute Q&A.
Oh,
God,
so it's like an hour.
59 minutes.
The episode is 60 minutes.
No, it's
okay.
55 with credits and all that.
55 with credits.
Post-cred scene, maybe.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Man, I thought we were gonna get like a movie-length fucking finale.
No, because Disney is afraid of the number 60.
Well, all right. So, but that's it though. Like everything else is kind of.
Yeah. Do we want to hit on like how each person has felt about this show?
Yeah. Let's go.
Like,
go ahead.
Are you waiting for me then?
Yeah, you started off.
You can go.
You go.
I have very much enjoyed the show. I have some minor nitpicks with like each little episode, but that's just because I'm a nitpicky Star Wars fan, I guess. But I have very much enjoyed it. It's so much better than Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So much better.
Low bar.
Very low bar.
They're not even worth comparing.
Well, Kenobi had a writer's room.
Yeah.
Full of writers.
Oh,
not just 1.5 people.
Man, there's been so much since we potted. I want to think about like my favorite stuff. Obviously, the most recent episode had like so much in it for me. Like with Anakin, with Attack of the Clones, Anakin. Well, he still has his Padawan braid, and Obi-Wan having a training session and like the lesson and Vader, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good.
That Vader was just. I was telling my husband today because I rewatched the episode today, and like I was just like, between this and Rogue One, they've really done an amazing job of just making Vader absolutely fucking terrifying. And I was like,
yes,
fucking good. It's great. I love when he fucking force grabs the ship.
Oh my god.
It had such Star Killer vibes.
Yes, it did.
Does Deborah Chow just love the Force Unleashed? Because we've gotten a lot of that in this show. Like the scene with Obi-Wan in the torture room where he sneaks up on the two stormtroopers in the dark. Like that's straight from Force Unleashed.
Him swimming up through the Fortress Inquisitorius sewer or whatever. That's right out of the fucking game too. They're like, surely this can't happen again. We don't need to plug that hole. Like, only one fucking Jedi will ever get in that way.
I really can't believe how many story beats seem like they're literally from Jedi Fall Down.
And you know, with the sequel supposed to take place at the same time as Obi-Wan, at least the same year, I was thinking we'd get more tie-ins, but maybe we won't get it in the series, but we'll get it in the game.
Yeah, we'll get it in the game.
Oh,
it's one big Filoni show, so you're not gonna get 14 cameos.
but rest in peace, Terrace Nube. I just gotta lay that out here right now.
Rest in peace, Wade. Rest in peace, Wade. I was just happy that Wade was a Star Wars name because that's my middle name. Then he immediately dies, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's lots of really cool things about this show. Like, they've got lots of good moments. I mean,
Oh man, Vader coming down the street, fucking, oh gosh,
just
just
murdering
absolutely
everybody.
murdering and torturing civilians as he comes down the street, doing anything in his power to lure Obi-Wan out was terrifying. Terrifying.
One of the moments I actually don't like all that much was Obi-Wan and Vader's first confrontation and fight. Because just something was off with the choreography for me. But Vader literally raking him over the coals was amazing.
Yeah.
The concrete plant vibes for the first encounter were a bit odd. Like, I know it's like a mining facility or whatever, but it just felt like an abandoned concrete plant. Like, it was just an odd choice for their confrontation, but
For me,
it was still
more
good.
that it seemed like Obi-Wan, despite being a Jedi Master, I understand it's been 10 years. More or less has just completely forgotten how lightsabers work.
I think it's more the, I'm not going to fight you. Like, I just want to get out of here. Like, all he does is defend himself. He just
doesn't
lets
even
Vader
really do that.
bash that thing into his lightsaber a couple times. Like, he makes no attempt whatsoever to even take one strike at him.
But it doesn't feel like he's even defending himself as we know Obi-Wan would, can.
Yes,
I think
but
he's just,
it's
I think he's
'cause-
just shook.
yeah,
he's shook.
he's having problems. He's still like he's mentally like not there at the moment. Like, he is not the Obi-Wan we know.
I know, but I feel like we should. Like, it's so close to the point where the like, that's the midway point of Act 2. From there, we were supposed to get, or we did get, he went from reacting to becoming more proactive. And I just felt like we didn't really get that vibe was going to happen based on the way he was defending himself.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm married to someone who majored in writing. I'm just aware of how that works now.
Yes. In fact, I also am married to somebody with a master's in writing. And what he was telling me today was how he liked that they kind of did a reverse trope of how, normally it's the villain that tries to go and tell the good guys, like, we should join forces. We both have the same fucking end goal. But in this last episode, it was Obi-Wan telling Reva that, like, we both want to get Vader. You should just help me out. And it was like a reversal of that normal trope. And I'm like, okay, I guess, sure, why not?
I did like that.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. But yes, I get the
It
running
was
commentary
good.
of
It
that.
did not work at all. It did not work at all because Vader saw it coming from a mile out. Like, was like, hey, have the actual Grand Inquisitor on standby for this dramatic ass fucking entrance we're about to do, okay? Like,
That's what I love about how Vader, like, especially post OT Vader, has just become more and more dramatic.
it's all dramatic ass Anakin Skywalker. That's what it is.
And I
man.
love it.
I do too.
And it started with, I think, Rogue One, right? Where he purposely turned off his fucking chest lights.
It started in the comics with all I am surrounded by is dead men and what is it, fear and dead
Fear
men?
and dead
Yes,
men.
that's such a good
Yeah.
quote.
In the comics, he also, Luke says, "You killed my father," and he says, "I've killed lots of fathers. You'll have to be more specific." Like, respect, Vader. Respect.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And also, it just continues to prove the point that unless you're a fucking Jedi, nobody dies to a fucking lightsaber wound to the gut. It's just... Only Jedi die that way. If you're fucking a dark side user, it ain't gonna take you out. It's just not gonna happen. Your hate will keep you alive. And your need for revenge, I guess, according to the Grand Inquisitor. So, yeah. I like that he is also a petty fucking bitch. The way he just strolled up in there after Vader fucking takes down Reva. It's just like, I'll take this badge back. Thank you very much. Just like,
Why does the Grand Inquisitor need a hand to the Kingpin? Why is that a thing?
it makes him feel special, okay?
Just for that one scene.
Makes him-
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know. That was fucking good. There's been a lot of like horrifying moments in this show though that are like I'm even like in fact I don't remember which episode it was, but one of them had a fucking content warning in front of it, and I was like, I have not
They
seen
all
that.
have. The last
They all
couple
have? Yeah.
Yeah. The first one did. The very first one did because it literally.
Starts with killing
I
children.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally starts with that.
But
so.
I don't think
And
any
then
of the
the
other
last, I think the
shows-
last two of them have had warnings before them.
Right. But no other Star Wars show I don't think has had those so far. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, shit. I guess that's where we're going.
So I saw someone was like, they should put this emotional distress thing in front of every Star Wars episode of everything.
At this fucking point, yeah. Yep. And seeing the flashback, like we knew there was going to be a flashback, right? I'm surprised that it was a pre-Clone Wars flashback. But
Yeah.
it fits. It fits. But they didn't de-age them, which was weird.
I
Actually,
think they did, but only a little.
I think they
Yeah.
tried because it was kind of uncanny to me.
I
They
feel like
did de-age him. It just was it's just a little off. Like it's not quite where it probably should be.
the uncanny thing to me was Obi-Wan's hair in that. I was like, there's something off about that. But I felt like you could see the lines more in Hayden's face. Like it didn't look de-aged to me. I don't know. I'm not picky about lines and faces. I'm old now too. I get it. But it was just weird that they have all this great fucking technology that they're using for Mandalorian and Book of Boba and they didn't use it there. So I was like, huh, okay. That's an interesting choice. Do you think we'll get more flashbacks in this last episode?
I don't.
You think that's
I-
good?
I think we got the one that we're gonna get.
I wish we were, but I don't think they're going to use their 59.5 minutes that way.
Oh, God. I'm sad then. Though, I mean...
Unless you get a Qui-Gon flashback to go along with his Force Ghost, but I wouldn't count on it.
I guess all the Clone Wars flashbacks will get saved for the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually something I wish they had done more of. Like, I wish they had done more. Like, I wish they had a flashback storyline going on. And I
Yeah.
actually think that would have added a lot to the show.
They could have done it while Obi-Wan was in the Bacta tank.
Yeah. We know back to tanks mean dream time.
That's how Bacta tanks work.
Is that how
Everyone
it
knows that.
Oh my gosh.
I can
like-
hit you. You are, like, right across the screen from me.
I like the dueling back to tank like thoughts between Kenobi and Vader that they had at the beginning of
That
the
was
last
pretty
episode.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends made the joke the other day that that's the entire point of Book of Boba Fett was to show us Bacta tank storytelling to prepare us for this.
Ah, if only. If only. Do you think, I mean, people are saying so many rumors that we will end up with another season of the show? I don't
Joe's
think
read the
so.
spoilers, so
No, the spoilers that I had read up until this point were pretty much done, and they were kind of all over the place. Like some of them were hits and some of them were misses. Some of them were in the wrong parts of the season. So like
Okay.
whoever has the insight isn't 100% accurate, but a couple of those people that have been doing reporting on the show that have been fairly accurate have said that they changed the finale of this show to make way for a season 2. I don't know that I don't know if I believe that's true. I don't know. And Ewan has been openly like begging for another season of this show. So I don't think they actually have agreed on anything yet, but I guess we'll find out.
That'd be
really
weird, right?
hope- So
Mhm.
Me and Steve were talking about it with a couple other friends yesterday. I think the big thing is if you want to tell another Kenobi story, you just can't involve Vader. Like you can't keep doing
at
that.
all.
Right. Right. Or
Like, if
like,
you want to
would-
give him a
yeah.
plot, if you want to give him some plot on Tatooine with Luke, like that can work. It's going to be a lot slower than this, that's for
Yeah.
sure. But you can still make a good show with some other Kenobi plot stuff. But you cannot keep involving Vader.
I
Right.
feel like it would be really weird for him to leave Tatooine again.
exactly. That's why
The
I'm
only
like,
reason he was willing to do it this time was Leia. Like after this, yeah, it's got to be something on Tatooine with Luke, I think.
well, you
But
know,
we'll see.
if he wants to keep playing Obi-Wan, then he can also just be in the Ahsoka show and do a bunch of flashbacks to the Clone Wars. Get
mean,
all three of them together in live action. That would be really fucking
That's what I
amazing.
want. That's what I badly want.
There's what, 2 years of Clone Wars content that they could make a series out of?
Yeah.
That's true. They can just make a story, of a battle that happened in the Clone Wars with them. It doesn't have to be, anything more during this time period.
So true. But we'll see what happens, I guess. When I thought the finale was going to be like an hour and a half long, I was like, all right, that's maybe enough time to wrap up all this shit. But, I don't know what they're going to fucking do. Other than he's got to go back to Tatooine. Also, they're still in a fucking spaceship with no hyperdrive, and Vader's right behind them. So that's problem one. And then you got to return Leia, save Luke, talk to Qui-Gon.
Oh, I've seen that Star Wars plot where they're running out of fuel and they have no hyperdrive.
Oh, it's one of the most well-regarded Star Wars movies ever made.
What if Hondo comes and saves them?
That would be
Oh my god.
perfection.
Stacy won't let this go. It's not happening, Stacy. They're too serious for it. Yeah,
Just
you had that thing
Kenobi.
ready. Oh. They should have done it episode 2 or 3. Not in the finale.
Okay, alright, but if it's not going to be Hondo, what if it's Quinlan Voss, since they've conveniently name-dropped him?
I don't
I
think
could
so.
see that.
I think they'll figure it out. I don't think they're gonna bring in anybody else to save the day in the finale of Kenobi.
That's fair. Alright, well.
I'd be really
Just
disappointed
based
if
on-
they brought somebody in.
Just based on how it's gone so far and how it seems like the directors and the writers approached it, it doesn't seem like they're willing to take the spotlight off of Kenobi.
Which makes sense. It's his fucking show. And you know what? If they learned anything from the Book of Boba, maybe you should have your main character be the focus of your fucking show. I don't know.
I think the problem with that is that Boba is better as a side character.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they could
Sadly.
have just given him a good story.
Yeah, I
They
was
could
gonna
have given him
say.
a good story.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be true.
Exactly.
But the thing, I think all the best books and such were like the ones where Boba was involved but was not the main character.
I guess.
As long as they
Like,
bring him
even-
back. I just want them to bring him back in Mando season 3. Just keep him with
Oh, they're going to.
Yeah, he's gonna help him go back to
Sorry,
Mandalore.
Nikki, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's gonna be it.
Nothing.
All right. Well, if it's not gonna be Hondo that saves them, then Quinlan Voss won't jump in to
gonna
save
be
the
Leia.
day.
It's gonna be Leia and her little droid. We're gonna fix the hyperdrive, and then that's it. Oh, we haven't talked enough about little Leia. Little Leia is fantastic.
I love
She
her.
The
really
actress is
Mhm.
absolutely killing it.
She's very
And-
cute.
I don't like her droid. It's like the first Star Wars droid I actively have not liked.
Really?
Yeah, but I think she's incredible.
My only gripe about Little Leia is that I feel like they cast an actress who is too young to be playing a 10-year-old.
She's 8. She has the exact same missing teeth as Claire right now, and she's 8. Like, Yep.
And that's it. Like, not anything bad about her acting or anything like that. She's a child, but very much like just knowing kids that age and what they look like, she doesn't look like a 10-year-old to me.
Yep.
But
Claire's
the sass
enjoying
is
it.
so good.
Claire's enjoying it because she literally is like the exact same age as Claire right
Oh,
now.
you could put
So,
Claire in half of these costumes and she would look just like her.
Yeah, especially with the missing the missing teeth right now. It's hilarious. Like, it's crazy how much she looks like her.
Gonna
Yeah.
have to sew Claire a little.
She is a little young,
poncho.
but
I do love her sass. She's got the Leia sass down perfectly. I love it.
Like,
They did a
It's
good
very
job.
cute.
Props to the writers, because the dialogue the writers gave her has been on point.
Actually, that's something I would like to go into. I feel like this series has had such good attention to detail and nods to everything else.
Yeah.
Leia's entire wardrobe has been inspired by either her future self or Padme. Like,
It's one of my favorite, like, looking at the outfits and being like, oh my gosh, I see it.
Yep.
Usually preceded by, does that look like this on purpose? And Steve going, yeah, they did that on purpose.
It's
Yep.
true. I love her. Lola's cute,
The scene,
but I'm not
the scene in the-
her.
does nothing for me. The scene in the back of the truck where Leia asks Obi-Wan if he's her real father is absolutely heartbreaking.
Oh, I know. I was like,
I wish.
Yeah.
But do you
The
really?
memes
Because
that have been made.
because he just doesn't even recognize his own bastard child. So
I know,
God
it's really
damn it.
sad.
Get your tinfoil back.
will there
So-
be Corky Kenobi
so it's
in the
her
last
and
episode?
Corky?
Oh my God.
Are you telling me Obi-Wan can't get around?
Hmm.
You just can't have attachments, Steve.
I mean, honestly, I'd fuck him, but that's beside the point.
He was at Padme's apartment and he left his tablet there, so.
You know, that is the one thing I'm kind of a little, I don't know, annoyed with the Star Wars social media account that was like, here's all the things you need to watch before Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they posted all the Clone Wars arcs with Satine.
They trolled the fuck out of you,
I
Stacey.
know, there hasn't been a
Yeah.
single Satine reference in the whole show. Not a single one. And there is a part of me, like, deep down, until I saw a picture of her dressed as an Imperial, but the actress that plays Tala, I thought that she, initially when I heard about her being cast, that she was going to be a Satine in flashbacks, because they like to hire actors from the series Rome to play Mandalorians, and she was in Rome. There's been 3 of them so far. She would have been
Put
the
your
4th.
hat. Where's your hat? Put that shit on. And
Listen,
keep it on,
it's
okay?
not though. Fen Rao, Gar Saxon, and Tiber Saxon were all played by Rome
Fen Rao's-
actors.
Fen Rao's gone. He's never coming back.
No,
So.
that motherfucker's gonna be back. Just you wait.
Was Fen Rao
fucking
played by
wait.
the same guy who's Lucius Varinus?
Yes. And
He's the son of Hades.
yes, and Gar Saxon was played by Titus Pulo.
No, he's a
Titus
fake
Pulo
man,
is
though.
my
He's
favorite
not a real
character
man,
in that
though,
series.
And Ray Stevenson's fucking awesome. And then Tiber Saxon, who was Gar's brother that took over.
Yeah.
He did.
He was played by the guy
Drake
who
Dawkins.
was he was Brutus in Rome.
Oh,
Yep. So I was like, all right, she's also a Rome actress, so she could clearly be a Mandalorian here, even if it's a team. But anyway, she wasn't, so my tinfoil hat's gone.
to be fair,
Maybe-
they did the same thing for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has half the cast of Rome in it.
It's true. But that's an
May-
HBO series, so it makes sense that they just pull from each other, right?
Maybe they'll, maybe that's what Obi-Wan season 2 will be. It's that Satine needs his help.
His
He's dead.
bastard son
And she-
comes to find him!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! 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 Is Joe frozen? He's not roasting me right now. He's just sitting there. He's not there anymore. He must have
I don't know where Joe went.
He must have got a phone
I think
call.
he froze.
Oh, that's okay. So anyway, he missed this whole bit, which is fine. We'll tell him
You
later.
missed my joke about Tiber Saxon looking like Drake too.
But yeah.
He'll be so disappointed.
Ray Stevenson's awesome. But I swear to God, if they don't bring fucking Fen Rao back from Mando 3, I'll be so sad. Like, that's the thing I want the most in life right now. But anyway, okay.
I feel like it's possible.
I think so, because he was spotted in LA recently.
An actor in LA?
I know, but wait. I don't actually. Does Grey's Anatomy film there? I don't know. He's still
I have
actively
no
on.
idea.
He's still actively on that show. I know it's based in the Northwest. I didn't know if they filmed up there or not, but whatever. He's the best. I fucking love him. He better show up. We'll have more in-depth discussions on Mando 3 when we do our post-celebration secret footage whatever thing. I'll have to upload it all. I did not do that in time for today. We just barely made it
are we
today.
planning on getting C and D?
Will we? I'll just put some like fancy overlay on it so you can't.
Yeah, we'll just flip the footage. That's
Yeah, no, they'll never know.
That does work on YouTube too.
No, they will never fucking know. It'll be great. It'll be great. Oh, so okay. So we got this tomorrow, and then Andor is in August.
Yes.
And when was Bad Batch 2?
I don't remember.
I don't either. Oh my god. I need a bulletin board in here to keep track of shit.
If you had a bulletin board in there, it would be covered in red string.
I do have room for it back there. I could make it happen. I used to have the whiteboard, but then my husband stole it back, so now I don't have that anymore. Oh! Is Joe back? Your picture's not back, though.
Sorry. Work.
You missed everything, though. It's okay.
I'm sure I did. Oh,
we figured out the entirety of season 2 of Obi-Wan.
That's right. You know what's gonna happen now.
oh, okay. Good. I'm sure it's plenty of tinfoil hat theories.
Hey, when is Bad Batch season 2 supposed to air?
August 31st.
Okay, so it's the end of August. So it's
So at the
Yeah, I
same
think
time
so.
as Andor?
I guess so.
Maybe it's August 1st. Now I need to go look. Now you got me questioning myself.
Yeah, but we don't even see you. You're just
I'm here.
but we don't see you.
You can't see me?
Cannot see you. You
Oh,
are
I can see me.
well.
All right, hold on one second.
I would hope you could see yourself because you're right there.
Well, I can see that. No, I mean, I can see the little window. Usually when I can see me in the window, that means you guys can see.
Nope. Absolutely not. Oh no, he's gone forever. No, he'll be back. And then there you are. Hey, he's back. And then there's probably gonna be a fucking Marvel show airing at the same time. So that's gonna be 3 fucking things you have to watch on a Wednesday.
Have any of us watched Miss Marvel
Nope.
yet?
I've heard
have.
good things.
I love it. It's
gotta
very
watch it with
cute.
Claire.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it looks super cute. I've just been busy.
Yeah, same.
It's
I'm not avoiding it. I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with everything airing on a fucking Wednesday. I wish they would like have Star Wars on Fridays again. That worked out pretty well.
I wish they would start releasing them at a time that's fucking reasonable.
Yes.
So hey, how about this? So they released Kenobi at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Western on a Friday night, right? Was it Friday? Or was it
Mhm.
It was
Thursday?
a Friday.
Was it Friday?
It was Friday. It was Friday. Well, yeah, Thursday night at 9 p.m. for the West Coast, midnight for us going into Friday. They released that one then. That was the only one they've done that like, and it was the biggest, it was the most watched premiere that they've had.
And it wasn't even
That
advertised.
makes sense.
Like they
And
surprise
I'm sure
dropped
they're
it.
going to say, oh, it's the most watched because it's Kenobi. But, man, come on.
And then they didn't even tell people it was going to drop at that time. It was a surprise.
Yeah, they didn't tell us till 2 hours beforehand. And everybody already gone to bed except for me.
Yeah,
And
I
it messed up my whole game plan for the night, damn it.
Yeah. So I don't know. They need to do something though. If they drop their whole fucking slate of new shows for the week on a fucking Wednesday, it's just gonna fuck with everything all the time. Because now they can't. It's not one show a week anymore. It's multiple fucking shows because now that'll be Bad Batch, Andor, and whatever Marvel show is playing at the time. What is gonna be then? I don't fucking know. She-Hulk maybe?
She-Hulk probably.
Yeah. It's just a fucking mess. What are you doing, Disney? They can't figure out this part. their Star Wars Twitter persons. I mean, half the time I'm like, yeah, and half the time I'm like that meme of the guy that's just looking around with all the question marks floating. Like that's my reaction to half of the shit that they say.
They've been on one this week. I just keep responding. Star Wars, are you okay?
I've really enjoyed the stop making Star Wars political.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, and the response, wars is literally in our name.
These are like the same people that like love the boys unironically, and then they realize that they're the bad people in the boys and are now freaking out on fucking Reddit about it.
Yeah, I'm sure that Reddit is the main source for the boys talk. That makes sense.
It is the worst place on the internet, but also the best place on the internet.
Yeah, I know you guys don't watch it. I watch it. Sometimes it's hard. It's really hard this fucking season.
So,
It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm like, man, this is almost too close to what we fucking are dealing with right now. And I don't usually like watching shows that are stressful like that, but I love Carl Urban, so I'm kind of sticking it out.
with Kenobi and Stranger Things dropping the same day, I was having a conversation with some friends, and we discussed the fact that, like, so for Stranger Things, they released the first, 7 episodes, and
Yeah.
then saved 8 and 9 to release later.
Yeah, and they're long.
And especially with a show like Stranger Things, I think a weekly format would have been better.
Yep.
It would
It
have been
gives people
100%.
time for tinfoil.
Well, it gives us time for tinfoil, and it's a show that really invites speculation. But, like, even on top of that, if you were going to make me wait for the last ones anyway, if you had started and done it weekly, I would just be getting the second to last episode now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Netflix has ever done a release like that, though, like a
They
weekly
haven't.
release. They have?
Yeah, they have not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, they might just not have the infrastructure or whatever to really do it that way. I don't know.
They've done staggered releases before.
Yes.
Joe,
What?
I think your phone fell.
It did. We're just looking at his ceiling this whole
Oh
time.
no, I know what happened. No, I touched it.
Oh, so we're seeing your front-facing camera
Yes.
or your other.
Are you
okay.
still? Are you
Yes.
seeing me now?
No.
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 No. Yeah, by the way, I love fucking there you are.
There you are.
Stranger Things is good.
Okay.
That's another thing we'll have to talk about at some point.
Nikki doesn't watch it, but it's been great.
It has-
I bet I could trick you all into thinking that I had seen every single episode, though.
I don't think
Well-
you could.
You can trick us into thinking you watch trailers, so I don't doubt you, Nikki, at this point.
I also still say I think you would love Stranger Things if you got past the 80s vibe.
Wait, the 80s vibes what you don't like?
Steve latched onto it because I just said that's why I didn't feel as invested
Oh.
as I think. It's overall I'm just meh towards
You
it.
love horror.
See, and I normally don't like horror, but I really like this one.
Nikki, have you ever seen The Goonies?
Yes, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it sucks. This isn't like The Goonies. I'm
It's
dead
also
serious.
not like Back to the Future,
I hear
which is a
people
terrible
make
movie.
I hear people make that comparison, and it's not accurate because
Well, I've
I
seen
do
the
not
version
like The
Because
Goonies.
it's about a bunch of kids.
How do
I've
you
seen
not
the
like the
first season.
Goonies?
It's boring.
What?
Cite me, Stacy.
Oh my
I-
god! Oh my god.
The Goonies is boring.
It is. Thank you, Nikki.
Daisy, I don't like Back to the Future or Ghostbusters.
Same. Stacy's
neutral.
feeling.
I mean,
Stacy's feeling really old right now.
I
I
am.
don't
To be
dislike
fair,
Ghostbusters.
Back to the Future was not really my vibe. I love Ghostbusters and I love the fucking Goonies though. I
Like-
love the Goonies.
I don't dislike
I am
Ghostbusters. I just
fucking
don't care about it.
I did one of those things on Twitter where it's like they give you 9 movies and it's like you can only keep 3. Which ones is it?
It was so easy.
And
for
they
you.
weren't all very good movies, but Back to the Future was on there, and I chose Fast and the Furious over Back to the Future.
It's the right choice.
And our friend James messaged me, "I will fucking beat your ass." because he loves Back to the Future, and I'm like, it does
Back to the
absolutely
Future,
nothing for me.
It's just
Nothing.
okay.
I respect
Yeah.
what Back to the Future did for like the culture at the time and like movies as a whole. It's not a great movie.
Yeah, that
The
one
best-
wasn't like my favorite, but
The best thing about Back to the Future is it gave us that meme where it's like, you guys don't like that, but your kids are gonna fucking love it. It's like that's the best. That's the whole best part of Back to the Future, that we can use that meme for like the prequels, the entirety of the prequel.
man, I can't believe you guys don't like the fucking Goonies. Oh my god.
My wife loves the Goonies. I cannot stand that movie. Yeah.
It's another one I feel like is just okay.
Damn. It's like Pirates, Treasure. Like that was my shit right there. Damn. Alright. It is like the Goonies though. Stranger Things is kind of like the Goonies but better because it's modern, so the writing is better, the story is fucking better. Like the only
Well,
thing
and
really
it's
about
like-
the Goonies is that it's a bunch of fucking ragtag kids solving problems adults can't. That's
Can we talk about? Or I guess we don't need to do Stranger Things talk. We don't have to go that direction. I'll just send that to Steve.
I'm gonna come on next week and be like, all right, guys, I've seen the entirety of season 2 of Stranger Things, and you will not be able to tell if I'm lying.
Man, and you know what sucks though too? If we did have a weekly release for Stranger Things and we talked about it week to week, I predicted the fucking end the episode before. Like once I watched up to that episode, I'm like, oh, I know who that motherfucker is. I know
Yeah,
how he
it took
got
me a couple
there.
minutes into the. Yeah, it took me a couple minutes in before I realized, and then I called it. But this season's been so good.
Really is another thing about not doing the binge versus the weekly is it doesn't give like places
Content creators.
online able to
Yes.
talk about it.
Yes, it doesn't create a space for content creators to talk about it in a way that makes it easy for them and for their fans to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
'cause
makes
it's
you like lose buzz for your show.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's kind of like what we're doing tonight with Kenobi, which isn't purposeful. We just haven't been able to do this. But it's like now we're trying to hit like this happened, and it's like not that it's bad, but it's not as organized as you would like it to be. And
No, we're all
that's
over
just
fucking
because
place.
we've had bad luck with Kenobi. But with a show like Stranger Things, that's how it always is,
Yeah.
and nobody can control it. You know?
Nope.
Yeah.
I feel like the only way you would be able to do it is to artificially divide up the episodes you're going to watch and talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point though, people had already pretty much binged the whole thing, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
That's the big thing too. It's like knowing like which of your friends had a day off or wasn't busy that weekend, and they've already watched the whole thing. Meanwhile, your others, other friends have watched one episode or 2 episodes or whatever. Like it's almost impossible to talk about.
Yep.
One of our chats, I think, just became able to.
In my house, it's always feast or famine. It's like, are the kids gonna be gone long enough for us to fucking watch this shit or not? And for Stranger Things, I think we finished it by the weekend end that it was released, which felt so
I was
good.
behind.
Because I did not want to be spoiled on the fucking internet. Like, I hate being spoiled on the internet, says the person who looks at spoilers sometimes. But
I have noticed though that the internet, not that everybody like abides by that, but the internet does a little bit better with spoilers for those kind of shows.
It's
because
true.
they know that people haven't seen them all. Like I don't get nearly as much from like Stranger Things or as I do as like some other shows that hit weekly.
But it's
I
also
think
our
there's less
feeds.
desire to talk about them.
Yes.
Unless it's Steve's brother-in-law to be who just posts it the very next day.
Listen, he's a lot of things.
But you know,
He's lovely. He's a lovely person. He just needs to stop posting Stranger Things spoilers.
the etiquette of how the things work is different. Like, I remember when Game of Thrones was airing, I would basically just live tweet that bitch all the time.
Nikki literally.
Everyone
uploaded
did,
something
though.
about it.
Right. And it wasn't a bad thing. You know? Nobody
That
really
was
cared.
like, I feel like that goes back to having a scheduled release that's like within a window. Like they made it event watching. And I don't know why Star Wars refuses to make theirs event watching, because I promise you, if people did it for Game of Thrones, they'd do it for Star Wars.
Absolutely. Oh.
Oh,
What are we gonna talk about it? Are we gonna talk about
Should
it?
we?
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Guys, John's back. They're going north of the wall with John. Let's go.
No, I don't want you to acknowledge it.
But they're not
I
gonna
wanna put
stay
it in the
north of the wall,
happening.
man. They're not gonna stay north of the wall.
I want
Stacey,
Kit
I don't
Harington
know.
to get a nice fucking paycheck and to never have to think about it.
I still
So we're
can't
not
believe
talking
they're
about it.
fucking
Great,
doing
we're
I
moving
still
on.
can't believe they're
They've got
fucking
like
doing it.
7 shows. They literally have
Nope.
like 7 shows in some form of production, and I don't think any but maybe 2 will ever see the screen.
One of
I-
them's almost done.
That's not what they're.
Are they trying to word it as close to Game of Thrones, the original show, to try and draw people in?
No, I
Is that
think
what
they
you mean?
just don't know what they're doing.
I mean, this is. I don't know. George is helping them. George R. R. Martin's helping them. How can they be that fucking far off?
Fuck
I
him
know.
too.
He's also talking shit about the Lord of the Rings show. Like, he has any room to do that.
Oh, the Spotify audience just missed out on a great reaction by Nikki.
Yeah.
You know what he should be writing?
His fucking book?
We're never gonna see it.
Never
Winter
gonna
is
happen.
never coming.
out.
It's never
It's
coming.
never coming out.
Winter is not coming.
And you want to know what? It's been long enough at this point, and I've read enough other shit that's better at this point that I don't know if I even give a shit.
Yep.
Like,
You don't give a shit. If it comes out, you'll read it,
Meh.
but you don't give a shit if it doesn't come out at this
I don't
point.
even know if I'm gonna read it. I've got other stuff to read. And at this point I would have to go back and read everything else, and I'm not invested anymore.
You've got plenty of Brando Sando left to read.
I know.
You're good.
We've got a lot of shit that's coming out.
Is this Lord of the Rings show going to be good?
Yes!
Man, I hope
Dude.
so, because I want to get on the Lord of the Rings hype train, because I completely missed that train.
Joe, if it's
last
not,
time.
you're going to find me as a broken husk of a man.
You'll be fine.
Do we
When
need to
does it
have a
come out?
party? My birthday.
In September.
My fucking birthday. Yay!
I bet you
We can
Amazon
make
doesn't
Hobbit
drop.
food.
Hey guys, I bet you Amazon doesn't drop Lord of the Rings at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday.
No, it's
Probably
usually
not.
it's usually 7 or 8 o'clock on a Thursday.
Of course it is.
Except for the
That
boys
makes
is
sense.
the boys is different. The other show
Well,
I was
we don't-
watching, what show
Don't care
was
about
it?
that show.
Well, but it's Amazon, so they kind of do it in the same way.
Care about
What
that
was
show.
it? What was the fucking show with the Wheel of Time? Is it Wheel of Time? Is it the right one? What am I fucking talking about?
That's an Amazon show, yeah.
Okay, yes. They dropped that one. Technically, it premieres on Friday, blah, 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 but it's Friday in Europe. And what it turns out to be is 8 p.m. on Thursday Eastern.
That's great.
Yes. It is.
Also, we're getting an interview with a vampire show in October.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
looking forward to that.
I'm here for that one. With
As a former Teenage Anne Rice fan, let's go.
as a former vampire LARPer, yeah. But
Well, I think Joe is the only one in here that didn't have a weird relationship with vampires as a
with
teenager.
no
I
vampire
was
face.
actively trying to do the Homer disappearing into the grass meme on camera just now. You guys didn't even catch it.
It's fine, Joe. You'll enjoy talking about vampires now.
What's his name? From Game of Thrones is playing Louis. Shit.
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm. Yep. So inspired.
We're gonna.
choice.
Oh man, Joe's gonna go through his vampire stage at like 35.
It's
gonna
gonna
be great.
happen late in life. That's gonna be
He's gonna
amazing
just start
to
wearing a
watch.
lot of black.
Holy shit. Is he gonna? Can we
Joe,
get?
you look really good with eyeliner.
I was gonna say
I
We'll get you
eyeliner.
some
love,
fangs.
let me say this out loud. I love the Twilight series. Okay, I already had that
Okay.
face.
What?
I said it. I'll watch
Oh.
the hell out of that series.
I do enjoy the Twilight movies. They're
Okay.
not good.
I don't know. I think Twilight phase and vampire phase are two different things, just like developmentally.
Well,
Twilight can lead into a vampire
Maybe
phase.
I can still have my vampire phase, guys. Maybe you'll see it.
Like now, I'm thinking on this.
I mean,
We
Joe,
should
you
have
want
Nick.
you want a recommendation for a really good vampire series that turns into nothing but hardcore porn eventually?
True Blood.
No, I don't.
The
I
Anita
know.
Blake Vampire Hunter series.
Oh, books.
I know. I already.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, books.
No.
In this case, Steve, I don't need to know what's out there. Okay.
Man,
When it comes to vampire smut, Steve knows what's out there.
I have a face.
Speaking of Twilight, we should have Nick on. We should bring Nick on so that we can build out our Twilight canon universe.
I mean,
do you
we
know?
can-
Do you know?
We can talk about Twilight.
Do you know who CCP Games is? The publisher
Yes.
of EVE Online. So they bought way back when White Wolf Publishing, who published Vampire the Masquerade, right? Because they were going to make an MMO for it. But anyway, CCP sent me on a fact-finding mission to a Twilight convention once.
Can we just get an entire episode of you recounting that?
God, it was so bad. It was so fucking bad. I can't even. I was like, why am I here? Oh, they paid me to be here. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
I'm course correcting us. I am course correcting
Yeah,
us for a second.
I can't talk about
Can I
that.
talk about how this podcast, which, let's be honest, we have maybe 32 viewers max on a podcast, okay?
I'm 5
This
of our
podcast-
subscribers on YouTube.
Is the fucking hipsters of Max Rebo. And no
Yes!
one knows it.
Yes!
Nobody knows it.
I
And
know!
it upsets me that this shit has gone mainstream and we were on the forefront of this shit. We are the Max Rebo hipsters and it makes me mad.
Hashtag rebooty.
We were, yeah, no. Every day I see a new great
Fucking there.
Max
I know.
Rebo tweet and I'm like, we had this shit first, all right?
I know. Next time we have a thing, we need to put it
Gotta
out there.
copyright it.
We
That's
need
how
to
that
put
works,
it out
right?
there some more. Where's your treatise on hut biology? We need
I'm
You
working
need
Yeah.
to finish it.
We're gonna have to get to that because Max Rebo has been fucking swept from out underneath us at this point.
I
Well,
know.
I think after Kenobi, we've got a couple of weeks of nothing.
It's true. My favorite one is the one I sent you guys earlier, though. Where is it? Inside of you.
Oh, it's the two wolves inside of you.
One that knows the truth that Max Rebo plays his instrument with his feet, and one that thinks Max Rebo has arms and legs.
That's the best use of the two wolves
you can't
meme
fucking
I've seen
see it.
yet.
Yeah.
The best.
And rebooty. Just Max Rebo's booty all over my fucking Twitter feed all the time. Yep.
Yeah.
We were there first. We were there fucking
We
first.
were. Anyways,
Wow.
did you guys? So while I was gone, did you guys talk about what you think is gonna happen in the finale?
Kind of, but let's
yes.
rehash it. Let's rehash it real fast, without my tinfoil.
Do we think that Reva is going to threaten Luke,
Yes.
and that Kenobi's gonna have to stop her?
It's gotta be just her, because Vader
Yes.
can't get that close to him.
I'm not sure.
Oh
that
yeah,
we're-
she's done with Vader. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's done
I-
with Vader.
I don't think we're gonna see Vader again.
I think once they
Oh.
escape the ship, once they get away from on the ship, because the ship, remember, is stuck with no hyperspeed right now. So once they fix that problem, Vader's done. We're not going to see him again for the remainder of the series.
I feel like we're gonna see Vader.
You
I
guys
think
are very
Vader
wrong.
and Obi-Wan have one more conference.
There is going to be a fight.
Do you
There is,
think
yeah.
he's going to board the ship?
I think he's gonna go back to his original Ralph McQuarrie Space Ninja roots.
Wait, he's going to fly in space?
He's gonna pull a Leia and Mary Poppins his way over there.
I like the idea of him flying the TIE Advanced
What
in the
if,
show. That would be cool.
or if he's standing on top of it?
And making
Fuck
his kid
yeah.
pillow in
Yes.
Space
Oh,
Force.
that would be amazing.
Yes!
And the Grand Inquisitor comes in flying behind him with his lightsaber.
Helicopter lightsaber!
Helicopter wouldn't work in space because there's no air current.
fine. They have the Force, don't worry about it.
They wouldn't work in gravity either.
It's not about the air. It's more about the
It's
propulsion.
a fucking beam of light. The thing isn't propelling anybody anywhere. What the?
Okay, so
I
yeah,
guess I'd never thought about it.
so we've got the final confrontation. They'll fix.
Which cannot happen on Tatooine.
no,
Let's at least agree on that.
no.
Yeah.
It
Leia's
could
gonna
happen
go
on
back.
Alderaan.
Leia's gonna go back to Alderaan.
I mean, they know where they're bringing Leia.
I wonder where they're bringing Bail Organa's daughter.
Man,
See, I don't think
they got a lot.
It's a lot.
This is not 60 minutes is not enough.
Right.
It's not.
I thought when it was going to be 90-something minutes, it'd be okay. I don't know. The very
I was
end,
excited for that.
We'll get some Qui-Gon. That's all I got, though. Like, I don't know.
You keep saying 60, and we both know it's going to be more like 52.
Or they're going to surprise us, and it's actually going to be longer.
They're not.
I know they're not. But
I will just drop in the chat at 3 a.m. the minutes, like how long it is, so you guys know.
Okay. So I don't wake up disappointed.
I look forward to seeing a drop of about 53 minutes, 47 seconds.
And post-cred scene.
That's what we should do. We should take over-under bets on the runtime.
I think it'll be at least 59 minutes. 59. And then
Steve, go ahead.
I'm going to stick to just under 54. Wait, are we including credits?
No, that doesn't count, does it?
It does, because then...
Total runtime based on whatever Disney Plus.
Yeah, you're not... I'm not going to go in and start adding and subtracting time from this shit, so I'm going to go total runtime.
Jose says 48 minutes.
Total runtime, I'll give you it's going to be 60, but the last 7 minutes of that are credits.
Yes. Okay. All right, so you're going 60 dead even?
60 dead even.
Okay, I'm gonna go 63.
I was gonna go 65.
I'm gonna go 58.
Okay.
I feel like Nikki's the me of this
Nikki's doing the Price is Right thing right here.
All right.
See, now I fully believe Steve. Suspicions that they're not going to go over 60 minutes, and that's total runtime.
So I think if they go, I think it's going to be 60, but it's going to be the most disappointing 60 they could possibly give us.
Don't say that.
They've done good so far.
I mean, in relative time, I understand that. I don't think the episode's going to be disappointing.
Oh, I don't mean the episode.
Jose says 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Jose.
He's just trying to undercut Nikki at this point. You're not getting on the Showcase Showdown, Jose, all right? Fuck that.
32.
And there's going to be a post-cred scene. We know, right?
There is?
Maybe. Why wouldn't there be?
Oh, there might be. There might be.
You'll have to tell us if there's one too, Joe.
Could be like Lightyear that has 3 post-credit scenes. Totally unnecessary.
Why?
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Was it good?
It was cute. Yeah, it was cute.
Oh, who does Taika play in that?
One of the other, like...
Okay, you don't have to tell me, but it's not the cat.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was going to play the cat.
No,
okay.
Taika does not play the cat.
Okay.
The cat steals the show, by the way. The cat is fantastic. Yeah, it was very good.
Nikki dropping like 32 just has a very similar energy to me saying something about, many years ago at this point, Sabine and the rebels are going to be approaching Mandalore, and she's going to just go, Sukui, Void.
And then she did.
I called it a season early. I hate myself.
You should be disappointed.
I am. What's the Mandalorian
Incredible.
version of seppuku?
I don't know. There's a dumb word for it, though, I'm sure.
I bet it exists. It fucking
It's got
exists
3
out there.
apostrophes and a bunch of consonants.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, all right. So,
Okay, here. Do we think Reva is going to survive this episode?
No.
If there's a season 2, no.
If she does, the only other place we're going to see her is Jedi Survivor.
And if she does, she's going to do some kind of heel face turn and be maybe not a good guy, but not a bad guy.
She has gone too far. She cannot turn back.
An antagonist, but not a villain in that case.
I just can't see her being left alive knowing where Luke is and knowing that Obi-Wan's on Tatooine.
I mean, she's injured. She's probably barely hanging on. Her hate is the only thing keeping her alive right now. So she's not in top form. Will she let Luke go? and not die a completely hated person, yeah, maybe.
I just don't know what the motivation is here. Like, is the
Revenge.
motivation her anger with who for at Kenobi? Because she's not getting it from Vader.
No, I think she thinks she can maybe still lure Vader. Like, that's what it all is. That's all what it comes down to, right? And Kenobi's gonna stop her before she can tell Vader, lure him out there. That's what will happen. But
I don't think she. Yeah, I think she's gonna do a good guy heel turn. I think she is.
I guess.
I don't know that I'm happy about it, but I think that's what's coming.
That would be the traditional disappointing ending for a Star Wars series.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many times can they do that? I don't know.
Redemption, then death.
I think that he'll convince her, like, hey, you really want to give this child up to Vader? Like, let him do the same thing again? Like, he already got her with that once. Like, I don't know.
I hope we get a callback to the episode of Clone Wars where that terrorist is like, you can't stop me because you're a pacifist, and you can't stop me because you're a Jedi. And then Anakin just stabs him through the back. It's my favorite episode of Clone Wars. And then Obi-Wan will go, Anakin.
Yeah. You rascal. Yeah. And then they wonder how he turned out the way he did. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she has a face turn. We'll see.
To the Sith for the first time to get them prepped for Kenobi, because I'm like, well, you can't watch Kenobi if you don't know the things, you know? And so, man, they went through it. They went through all the emotions in Revenge of the Sith. But Carter was, so for the podcast people, like I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. My 4-year-old is my son. He was kind of like in and out during the movie, you know, as a 4-year-old is, like kind of in his room playing, kind of watching. But my 8-year-old daughter watched the whole thing. And Claire was like in shock when she started putting it together because she has seen A New Hope and Empire, but she had not seen Return of the Jedi. So I kind of set it up so like she could maybe put it together, but really Revenge all put it together for her, that Anakin was Darth Vader, you know? And so like she was like going through it, but my son was just like the cutest little thing. The movie ended and I was kind of like talking to him, engaging them, you know? And my son just whispers in my ear, but Dad, I don't want Anakin to be Darth Vader.
Oh.
Same,
And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, me too, buddy. Me too. It was cute. But man.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Get ready for a trip.
That's true. All right. Last minute. Qui-Gon Force Ghost, for sure. Reva face turn,
yes.
Maybe. One more showdown with Vader, possible. Possible one more flashback. I mean, otherwise they completely wasted Hayden. We only saw his face basically once.
No, they didn't. They did not waste Hayden.
No.
They gave him the chance to come back, which automatically makes it not a waste.
Well,
he's been striding around.
He's
been striding around as Vader a couple times in those scenes too.
I think I could tell when. He just has a distinctive kind of swagger. I don't know. We'll see if I'm right at some point. They'll do it behind the scenes, but.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back when it's all over, but not next week. You guys are gone next week, right?
No.
No, we'll be back.
You're back next week.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
we'll be back Saturday.
Okay. And Greg will be back too
quick
in
trip.
theory. Greg is in
Presumably.
the islands, so that's
Greg's
why he's
on
not
vacation.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on Greg. All right. Well, happy Kenobi Eve, everyone, and we will see you next time at the end.
Bye.
Bye.